Shouldn't need more than this. All right, so like I said, I'm trying to get headshot kills at 100 meters or longer on this map. If you have questions or anything, you could text me. I'll tell you on here. Should be able to hear me. Here we go. We're gonna see if I can snipe somebody from deep. See if I can catch someone trying to get set up early. Wait, is this not got him? Oh. See if anybody gets up there. Take one of these fuckers out. I also need to be careful to my left over here. On the other side of that wall, somebody spawns. Potentially. And they could be coming through this door over here. That's to my right. So someone could spawn up top there too. Like a little bit further back, but usually they don't come this way. Which is why I like to just come over here and check this out at first. Let everybody get out and do their thing. I feel like I hear somebody though. Go see what I could spot over. So across the whole map in total, there's probably 7 or 8 other players, maybe 9 other players. So there's not a lot, but there's a lot of like NPCs, like AI characters that can kill you. And what you need to do is you want to kill all the other players and obviously not get killed by the AI. I'm just clearing this so that I can chill over here, worry free. And the reason I'm trying to get this kill at over 100 meters is because it's for a quest. And there's a popular room right here that I want to be able to snipe into. I just need to be careful of up there. And make sure there's nobody over here. I feel like I just saw a blue laser or something. I'm gonna chill here for 5 or 6 minutes. You can see, right, they come in on the first floor, they gotta go up these stairs, and they actually have to go into here, drop down onto a landing out here, and then come in this room. But right here, there's really sought after loot, and you just wait for people to go, and you get snipes. And you complete this quest. That's one way, at least on this map. There's like, I think 8 other maps, 9 other maps. Some are bigger than others, some are smaller. There's 34 minutes left in this, and people can leave at any time, but you can only leave at those exfiltration points. Every like click that you hear, every like rustle in the feathers and or in the grass or whatever, anyone that's within 60 meters of me has the potential to hear me depending on what kind of headphones their character's wearing. Not like what headphones they're wearing. I mean, that impacts it too, but what earpiece their character's wearing. Come on. It's like going fishing, honestly. You just sit here. The bait is the loot. You use it to pick people off. Everybody's going to war underground. There's like a whole underground section of this map too. It's huge, actually. Check my left side again. Okay. So like this is basically like if you follow this around, that's like an outside of the map, right? Like this is the outside of the map here and goes wraps around. Most people spawn when they start on the outside of the map, and then most people go in. So like there's a chance there's somebody out here, but unless they're doing what I'm doing, which is pretty rare, there's probably not going to be anybody over there. Right side, there's a few extraction points, so they could be over there, and then this is just like a high loot spot. But I'll show you. I'll run around to the left, and then I'll show you. I'll extract and reset. Because it doesn't seem like there's... It seems like everybody's underground right now, or... focus somewhere else. But you'll see, like... So these are all my extraction spots. I'm going to go to sewer manhole. But each of those are at a different spot on the map. And you can't go to ones that are close to where you start. So wherever you start, there's always spawns that are... But your spawn... Or, sorry... Your extraction is always going to be far away from where you spawned. And then you could stay in the game, you know, the whole time, 29 minutes or whatever. But you do have a certain amount of energy and water. So you have to find food or bring food with you in the raid to, like, keep your character, you know, satiated. If you run out of energy and water and if you take any damage, you die. And you can see here, I'll stop in this bush. I've got 73 water, 76 energy. I don't have any food with me, so I got to be cognizant of that. But 100 is usually enough. This is my health and my gear. I'm rocking like an M4, but single fire. Fully custom built. You put in all the attachments, dude. It's fucking sick. And then this is my chest rig, my body armor. I've got a mag of 60 rounds, a mag of 30 rounds. This is the ammo type I'm using. Tells me bullet velocity, all this shit, bro. It's fucking amazing. And there's bullet drop that you have to compensate for depending on the guns and the rounds you're using, everything. This game, though, usually you don't play solo. Usually you want to play with buddies if you're trying to have fun. Like, if you're trying to complete stuff, you play solo, which is what I'm doing now. But like tonight, I'll be playing with my buddies. I've just seen some. Oh. I don't want to go up there because there's a high probability that there's somebody up there sniping. Yep, see? Sniper shot to my left that I just heard. He's battling it out up there. See if I can go follow him. There's a couple of them. I'm not doing that. I'll show you what I will do, though. They might hear. Get in this bush right here. So so there's an extraction back there, but it's expensive because you have to have a certain item, and that's the only way you can use that extract. The other extract is actually down to my right, so I'm just gonna camp here and see if I can pick them off when they run down here. You can hear their footsteps, I think. If not, maybe turn the speakers up so you can really like hear it. But I can hear them up there inside running around, or like maybe on the top of this, and they'll come right down here and run to me, or they'll get out from up there. But chances of that is slim. You can hear the metal. And this is the danger about this game, right? Like, once you make noise and shit, everyone just comes and camps. So you gotta be careful. Ooh. Someone's coming. That's a scav. So that's one of the AI characters. I can kill him, but there's no point because then it gives away my position on this guy. This is the guy I really want. And then I'll just wait his ass out. And my extract that I'm trying to go to, remember, it's called sewer manhole. It's that sewer manhole right there. I just need to go stand on it. Ooh. Scav too. So I go stand on it for 8 seconds and then I get out. But it's dangerous, right? Because, so see, that's an AI too. You see how he's doing dumb shit? And what they do is if you're close enough to them and you're in their line of sight, they'll start shooting at you and they can kill you. Ooh. You may have heard me clicking in and changing my scope's settings. I don't know if you heard him or that footstep, that turnaround thing. Yeah. He's definitely still there. So when I say AI, it's just like I'm trying to use a reference that you're familiar with. It's not really AI. It's like they're called NPCs, so non-playable characters. So, but AI, it's just like think about when we're playing Call of Duty and you're shooting things in single player. Technically, those are AI. You know, or like that's what I'm referencing as. It's just not people. It's not a person playing, I should say. So it's a mix of like single player enemies and like real people. All right, I hear this guy coming. Hold on. But like the updated AI, like the new AI that you hear people talking about today, that is now being integrated into games. But what it's doing, it's just language stuff. So like instead of going up to a character in like a marketplace and being like, "Hey," and it having like two options that it tells you, it could just generate things based on what you've done in the game up until that point, and then based on interactions you've had with it previously. So it'll create like a memory or like a log, and then it'll be like, "Oh, hey man, how did you do when you went to that other mission that you were just telling me about," or some shit like that. Whereas now it's just like everyone sees the same script. It'll change based on your playthroughs, and that's happening now in certain games, or like at least in the development of certain games. And then companies are going to be able to update that into old games because it's just software. So like any game that's been released in the last couple years will eventually have an update that's probably like AI generated dialogue or something. So you can have like a more immersive experience. All right, I think this guy extracted. TBH. Let's see. One dead scav. Well, that's a player scav. You see him jumping? AIs don't ever do that. So like there's player PM. So I'm a PMC. I'm a private military contractor, technically, right? So let's say, and there's a brand name that will keep playing just like you would play. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I think eventually, that's actually an idea that I had when I was at Loaded, but it's slightly different than that. But same overall concept, right? Like create AIs based on player input. The problem with it is AI is not. We don't have the tech yet where it's like that. It doesn't learn that granularly. And the other thing too is like AI is so much better than a player, right? Like a player's response time. If I see a person here, it'll take me half a second to get to them, probably another second before I'm steady, and then click, right? So like let's call it a second response time. In AI, the moment it's anywhere in what you can see right now, it can literally just go to it like immediately, like doop, and kill you instantly. So like you're making AI dumber actually, in order to make it more feel like more of a player. Let's see if I can kill this guy. Oh damn! I just Um, so it's tough. It's like, do you want that or do you just want more difficult AI? And right now, it seems like more difficult AI is what makes more sense, and it's what's doable right now. And what I mean by that is like, yeah, sure, I'm killing these AI with no problem, but that's just because I'm really far from them. If I'm close to them, they can kill me pretty easily. And then those are like the shitty AI. Those are scavs, short for scavengers. Their whole role is just to like go over the map and like loot things and like take stuff and make it more difficult for players to get the good stuff. And then there's guards and raiders, which are they're like scavs, but like ramped up in terms of gear and their ability to kill you, and like their AI and like their vision and everything. And then there's bosses, which is like the top of the top for AI, and then there's the players that you're going up against. All right, so I'm gonna extract. I'll just show you what this extract looks like. So I got to run out here, which is unfortunate because there could definitely still be somebody behind me. And other players have this extraction as well. I just haven't heard anybody for a bit. Oh, Gav. It's usually not that. Oh shit. Hopefully that person that was just shooting doesn't keep shooting at me. All right, cool. So I'm out. Now I get to keep everything. If I die, let's say there to that scav or to anybody, um, I lose all the stuff. So I lose my gun, I lose everything, and anyone can just grab it. Is there any airplay in this game? So like, there's air drops, which means like airplanes fly over and will drop a crate that has loot, but no, it's just infantry. Infantry. It's small, not small scale, but like quantity of players is low. It's much more. It's supposed to be more realistic in that sense, and more like creeping through the woods. There's a woods map that I can show you that you'd probably like watching. I'll play that next. So look, you'll see 50-50. I have to eat and drink. I gotta eat this. Gotta drink some water. Close enough. Unload. Reload. You can't lay landmines now, but you do have grenades and shit. And then you can insure stuff. So like, let's say I die, but no one goes over to my dead body and takes stuff off me. I'll get all the things that are insured back. But this map is literally just woods, and then like there's like one area where it's called uh lumberyard or some shit, and that's like again like there's different points of interest, and depending on where the better loot is, that's usually what attracts the better like the higher players, like the higher level players, because they're seeking out that good loot because then you can go sell it for in-game money, which is how you buy these guns and shit. Because again, it's an economy, right? Like I'm going in, I'm getting killed, someone's grabbing my shit, they're selling it, they're taking the parts off that they want, and then everything has a certain value based on how good it is. So like this isn't the best gun in the game because the best gun in the game is very, 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 very expensive to build, and sometimes you can't even build it. You have to find pieces in the game to build it, like to complete the build, because they don't want everyone just running around with one. There's better scopes, there's better everything. Better helmets, better earphones, better chest pieces, better clothes, grenades. Yeah, booby trap and loop though. The thing with that is it's like I mean, you're not wrong. That would be a cool feature. It's just one of those things where like you don't want to grief players, right? Like you don't want people to like get a kill, win, and then go to loot and then get killed because the loot's booby trapped. Like it doesn't. There's no skill involved, and it just makes the experience more miserable. But it's not a bad idea. Like that would be. There's got to be a way to do it. The way they would do it would be like if you get into a room. So you know how there's different extractions. So some of them require you to go to like turn on power at a certain like power facility before you can go use that extract, right? Because it needs power to be able to be used. It's like a door that's locked or something. So this would be like one extraction is booby trapped unless you go and flip this switch beforehand. But it would take you dying to it to know that you need to do that. But that's a thing. They could do that. And they would. I could see them doing that. And if you don't make it out like in time, you lose all your shit. Unless it's insured, then you get it back. But yeah, dude, this game's made in Russia. Why all the shit like you see in the background and like you'll see Russian references and shit like that. They make fuck tons of money. That's why the scabs yell Russians. By the way, I was looking at leases today. I put together like a little true car spreadsheet. Honestly, Lexus has like I mean, it's less expensive cars, but the best lease offers. 100%. Like mid fives compared to, $700 for BMW. For the IS and the ES. So it's just a matter of which interior, because that's all I care about. I care more about the interior than the exterior. Sometimes this shit happens, and it'll keep me stuck in here. Other didn't get me into. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure we probably have some internet, and it's not players. It's just content creators. So really, people anywhere. It's more about people like where their audience is, rather than where they're at. Most people in the U.S. have U.S. audience, but that's not always the case for like people elsewhere. Let's see this TikTok. Oh yeah, dude, I saw this. Crazy. Not crazy, but like, fucking idiot drivers, bro. Lucky the tire was a little deflated, went around her head a little easier. Also, lucky it's like a sedan and not a fucking Escalade. This shit would have popped. This is actually a great game to have on in the background while you're browsing TikTok. Assuming you're watching this, or really on a computer, on anything. Have your phone open. What we'll do is we'll get into like a sniper spot, and then we're all just like looking at the necessary areas, and we'll just watch Netflix on our phones or on a second screen until we see somebody like cross, and everyone's like, "All right, guys, somebody," and then we just kill them, and we go back to watching Netflix. Because you have to have patience, dude. Ultimately, what that means is find something to fucking occupy your time. You just don't care. I haven't had lunch yet. Should I have McDonald's? I haven't had Canes either in a while. I'm thinking about doing Canes maybe. I don't. Do I want to do KFC? I'd rather do Canes, dude. I think I'm gonna do. Come on, man. This game. Once the circle thing starts stuttering, you'll know that I'm getting back in. Oh, here we go. Profile data. All right, so basically the MO on this map is get close to the lumber mill and like snipe into the trees surrounding the lumber mill from like around it. Usually they like to be by the coast on one side. There's also something called med camp, which is another thing that you'll see me like looking at in terms of points of interest. And yeah, and hopefully I don't get lost because if I spawn in the wrong spot, that's the other thing too. There's no in-game map. So like the only way to learn this is you go on your phone and you type in, and there's people that are like third-party people that made 3D maps for these levels so that you can like navigate, right? So when you're learning, you have to go on like you Google Tarkov Woods map, and you can actually pull it up on your phone right now. Tarkov Woods map, and then just you'll see all the maps that I'm talking about. And you have to look and be like, okay, that's the rock, or like I'm at the lumber mill, so down here should be this other thing, and then that's how people like learned this game 6 years ago when it first came out. But it's been updated and changed, and new maps, and all that jazz. Yeah, after this one, I'm gonna have to go get food. Fucking starving. Now that I'm talking about it. Here we go. Oh yeah. All right. So look, that's the lumber mill over there. I'm in a great spot, and this is the med camp. I'm gonna check the med camp for one piece of loot that I need, and then I need to get the fuck out of there because there's gonna be somebody else coming to kill me probably. And what I'm trying to do is like camp over there by those rocks. And yes, I'm wide in the open right now. Could be some scavs in here. What I'm looking for is called a lead X. Could be one. Could be one in here. But because I'm here first, may as well check, you know what I mean? Oh. I'll take this though. Take this. And that's... Actually... I'm gonna stay on this side of the street. Let me get some stamina back. That was a little laggy. That means scavs just spawned in. Yep, there's one right there. Alright, time to start walking. Alright, and at this point there could be anybody anywhere. Somebody over there, a couple of people fighting. I have a good spot to chill at, but I can get killed too, so if I get killed here, don't be surprised. That rock's clear. I didn't want. Check this out. I like to get here, get real sneaky, all nice and slow. And this building is a very big point of interest. There's always people going in and out of there. I can usually see them back there. So I chill here and I listen because I can see anybody over here as well. And I mean, people could be up on those mountains, people could be wherever. And then people also like to come down here, and I have a good vantage point here. And it's hard for anyone to see me from as far as I'm looking right now. And even if they're close, it's kind of hard to see me. So the only way to get into this building is through this door, or that opening, this opening, and then there's a door back there. So I could see basically everything. And then I have to unzoom though after every now and then because if you look at the bottom left of the screen where like you see my character, a little outline of a character kind of crouched, the bar below that, that's like gradually going up now, is my arm stamina. Below that's my leg stamina. And when you're sprinting, your leg stamina runs out, and when you're holding your gun, your arm stamina runs out. So you got to unzoom every now and then. It's like your breath too. You can hold your breath. Directions. I just don't know where at or where from. They're definitely over here though. That's really an open spot though. I'm kind of. Got somebody over by my little fucking area. Coming from. My arm is completely tired. Clear right there. So my extract, yeah, outskirts. So I have to run on the other side of the water over there. But I'll wait till later. This one I wait out. 32 minutes left. I probably wait until there's like 19 left before I go. Gav. I'm running around. I can see. Scav that's like walking up on me. Because I shot that other one. That was that voice line. One's got a big boy. Check this. Sounds like it's coming from Overlook. hell is that coming from? I may have heard somebody down there. Oh, I saw a player. What are they doing over there? By the wall. Dude, I actually see one. Holy shit. Alright, this is gonna be like 300 meters. I tagged him once. Fucking serpentining. Wonder if he bled out. Dude, how someone's gonna snipe me. Oh shit. I can't tell if those are scavs or players. I think they're player scavs coming to try to kill me and take my shit. Kill this fucker.
Нет никого.
Yeah, they're trying to fucking find me. I still hear one like right over here. I'm gonna have to just chill here for a bit. Oh, how do I not see where this is happening at? There's no way both of them are inside med camp and just fighting right next to each other. Chill here for a sec. See if I can get eyes on it. Okay, so that is a scav right there. Where's he gonna exit from? So players eventually spawn in as scavs as well. And you want to kill those and take their loot once they've spent time looting, like this guy has, after he's like killed a few people and shit, you know? And I just don't want him to hear me creeping up. See if there's any others. Is this fucking shit still messing with me? Fuck. This guy, the guy behind me, I'm concerned. Yeah, it's a bunch of buddies. One guy's by his body. And one scav's over here in a bush. If I move, they'll hear me. Fucking good. You guys are desperately trying to find me. Alright, now I'm a little safer. All right, I can't run out of energy either. I'm gonna be close. That one dude definitely ran away. The other guy, I'm not so sure. Wait until like 6 minutes. All right, I think it's safe. Fuck it. We go now. Why do I feel so heavy? See if anyone chases me. Build up stamina. Here we go. See if any heard me. Pack a mag while I wait. Pop a painkiller so in case I get shot and they black one of my limbs, like my legs break or something, I can still run through it. Go. Oh, this is where the guy was running. Dude, he was shot to fucking shit. Can't believe we didn't kill him. There we go. Out. See how many times I hit that guy. Wow. 8 shots. Alright, 8 hits. Killed that one scav. I hit the fuck out of that guy. Dead. Alright, that was fun. Go get food.